We have an example of a trigonometric function that we want to sketch. We have to sketch the graph of y equals 4 sine x minus 20. So we have to show the maximum and minimum values of y and the corresponding values of x, and show any points of intersection with the x-axis. The first thing we want to do is let's consider the graph of y equals sine x from 0 to 360. It looks like that it has a maximum of 1 and a minimum of -1. So this is y equals sine of x. It starts at 0. The maximum is 90. X is 90, y is 1. This is 180 is the intercept with the x-axis. Same with 360, and you get 270 minus 1. So this is y equals sine x. Now what we have to do is we have to get the graph of y equals sine x minus 20. And this means you shift it 20 to the right along the x-axis. So we now shift 20 along, so it starts at this point and you go through the same shape. 0. The maximum and the minimum haven't changed, but that's 20. That is a 200, and the other point is 380, the intersection. This point is 110, 1, and this point is 290 minus 1. So this is y is sine of x minus 20. But we have to get y is 4 sine of x minus 20. So what we have to do then is I'm going to modify this a bit. So y is 4. So this means that the maximum and the minimum have to both be multiplied by 4. So that's 4 and minus 4. So that's the graph that we needed, isn't it? So we've moved it to the right and we've scaled along the y-axis. Bit of an issue though, and many pupils would fall for this one. The range is 0 to 360 for the x. And what this means is we have to continue the graph going back along the x-axis from 20 to 0. Now, because the sine graph works on a cycle, that means each 360 degrees it repeats itself. We can go back along to 380 and notice the shape that it goes this way. So we would then continue it the same way. But we have to cut it off at 360, so you can just snip off a bit like that. But let's draw this out neatly, because this is starting to look a bit cluttered. It's looking a bit cluttered because, as I said, it's just a sketch. X, Y, 0, and maximum and minimum are 4 and -4. We're just copying the shape. So you start a bit below. You don't have to find the intersection with the Y axis. So you just have to get the intersection with the X axis. So what we're going to do is start here and then go up. Let's mark this point in as 20. Then that's 200, but we don't include 380 because it's outside of the range that we've to sketch for. You would lose a mark if you went all the way to 380. You would lose a mark. So that's something to absolutely be mindful of. Just be really careful with that. And then we're just going to continue the sketch until we get to there. So we don't go all of the way up to the axis. Then we put 20, 200. We then want to include this point. And I forgot to put in this one, that's 4 and -4. So I actually forgot to update the points. So the point is 110, 4. This is the maximum turning point. So we have the maximum turning point. And this is 290 -4. And that would be the minimum turning point. And ends at 360. So let's look at the question again and make sure that we've included all of the information that we needed. So the maximum and the minimum points of Y, yes, we've got 4 and -4. We've got the X points which correspond and the intersection with the X axis. So I hope you found this video useful and best of luck with the studying. Thank you for watching.